Hello, I am Dr. B M Patil from MIT World Peace University. I welcome you all for second session on this cryptography, a way of information security. This session is mainly focused on cryptography tool demonstration using the crypt tool. I am primarily focusing on these three basic algorithms related to the cryptography. They are Caesar cipher, RSA algorithm, and DES algorithm. So let me introduce you with this new tool called as a Crypto 2.0. It is an open source software tool. It is freely downloadable. It is a e-learning software illustrating various cryptographic and cryptanalytic and other concepts like protocols or steganography or code generations. This tool has around 400 cryptographic algorithms implementations. This can be freely downloaded from this www.cryptool.org. It works on Microsoft Windows and as well as with the other platforms. It has different versions of it. We call it the Cryptool 1.0 or Cryptool 2.0 or JCryptool or other cryptos they are. So, but Cryptool 2.0 is the latest version Cryptool which works on Windows. That is good to download. This Cryptool 2.0 will primarily has four main components on it. It's called a Start Center, Wizard. Then we can see the workspace with the graphical editor and templates. So let me show you the how does the dashboard of this script tool looks like. So this is the front screen, or we call it the dashboard of the script tool 2.0. This dashboard has, as I mentioned, the primary components. They are related to the wizard, which is here it shows. Then there is something called as a templates. Then we call it as a star center. This desktop, what you see is nothing but the star center. And then we have this called as a users workspace, workspace with the graphical editor. Now this is a Caesar cipher where I would like to show you just the screen. I'm practically going to show it to the actual demonstration of the tool, but I'm sharing only this what kind of the ciphers we are going to demonstrate you in due course of time. This is a Caesar cipher. Then we have this DES, which is in the category of called as a conventional cryptographic algorithm, called as a data encryption standard, which is there, where we have this input as a text messages and we are getting the output as a cipher messages or cipher text like this. And this is another third algorithm called as a asymmetric cryptographic algorithm called as a RSA. So where you can find a component called as a RSA encryption, which is used for encrypting the input messages in the format given to the text messages, and we are getting the output in the ciphertext format, that too in the codes format, or we can in the decryption mode if we can go for it, we can also get once again original plain text. So before I proceed further, I'll show you the crypt tool, which is So on your desktop, we can see this, the Cryptool 2.0 dashboard. As I mentioned, this Cryptool 2.0 has four major components, as we said. Okay. On one side, we call it is a star center. So this is a dashboard which comes with start center. So start centers stands, or we can say the starting point or starting screen which you get on the desktop when you start this tool. Now on this dashboard, we'll find there are different entities available. They are, it is about that there are video tutorials, then create new workspace with the graphical editor, then we have this use this wizard like a magic stick, then we have this open book crypt tool is there, which is a book they have been prepared across, and there are few other official websites for this crypt tool, and then there are few videos demonstrating this crypt tool as it is. So I'm going to take you to these different facilities or features which are available in the crypt tool. We'll start with the simplest facility which is available in the crypt tool, that's called as a wizard. So wizard is like a guide, a guided thing we can say it is. So as I just clicked the wizard, it gave me the options which are available in the wizard. So as we mentioned, we are going to demonstrate three different algorithms. That is a Caesar cipher, then we have the DES algorithm, and then we have this RSA algorithm. So as we just come back, as we said, just I go back, it is started with the wizard. So in the wizard, we have these options for identifying this or what you want to do it. What we can say it is also called as a guided tool, we can say it, or it's a guided practice you can able to do it. So in this case, encryption or decryption, you can do it. You can do the crypto analysis, you can do the hash function, you can do the mathematical functions, you can do the codes, or you can do the different tools which are available. So let me take to you this different cryptographic algorithm. Now in the cryptographic algorithm, it says that there is a classical cryptographic algorithm, or you want to go for modern cryptographic algorithm. So we are going for Caesar, so it is a classical cryptographic algorithm. So the Caesar cipher is the first cipher which is there. There are others also. Substitution is there, Enigma is there, Layfair is there, XOR are there. So I'm choosing the Caesar cipher, and let's take to the next. So now there are two options in the Caesar cipher. I can go for encrypt or I can go for the decrypt. So I'm just going for the encryption one. Here it is giving asking for me to give the input. So if I say this hello world, so it will give me the outcome. That's the encryption format. Now this is the way we can do it. Even if we can extend it to the further one, we can say once again we want to just, so you can write there, you can start, you can do this. You can go back to at any period of time to this previous locations also at any period of time you can. This is the way you can work on this cryptographic algorithms. So as we have gone to this encryption and then we have worked with this and we got this output as it is. Now we are moving toward the next kind of the algorithm. So this is a Caesar cipher, how does it is? So this shows the output of it, whereas you can see this input what we have given it is hello world, hello words two times. This is the input, message input, and this is the key value. In a Caesar cipher works like this, where we can give the input in terms of the text, and we need to give the key size or key value, not size, key value in terms of integers. We are given the 3, and subsequently it has given the outcome of this. So now I'll take you to the next cipher, what called as a. So once again we are going for the another cipher. Only change is that this time we are not going for the classical cipher. We are going for the modern ciphers. In the modern ciphers also we have these two ciphers which are available. They call it a symmetric encryption or decryption or asymmetric. Now DES is a symmetric key algorithm, so we are choosing the DES. So simple DES or DES, so we are choosing the DES algorithm as a encryption algorithm for it. So we are choosing a DES data encryption standard. Now moving forward the next, where we have the 64-bit as the input and where we have the 56-bit key is this key is 56-bit with key with it. There are different versions. This we can go for encryption or decryption. We are going for encryption. Then there are different versions of this DES. They call as ECC or ECB or other also. Okay. So now we are once again giving this some input for this. Once again I say this hello world. So then it will give me some output. So this way, this is the output into the hex. It gives the output in terms of the hex also. And that's where you can see this DES outcome. So this way you can work on this with the help of the wizard. You can work on any cryptographic algorithm and you can demonstrate it, you can show it, or you can learn this algorithm. Now let me take you to the third algorithm, to this once again to this, or even I can go for the star center and then I just go for the click to this wizard. I'll find that wizard and there's the encryption decryption algorithm and it will just double click it. Then I have this symmetric key or asymmetric key. I'm choosing this RSA algorithm, so it is asymmetric key algorithm. So I am choosing this RSA algorithm, where it is encryption is only going to be. So let me take you to the further so RSA algorithm, where it has the three options. There are three things they are generally in the RSA. They are called as RSA encryption, RSA decryption, and RSA key generation. So generation of the key is also important parameter because E and then we have to generate the D. So those are the parameters, but we are just going to encryption with RSA encryption we are going on. So select the encryption algorithm and then this is the N part. We say that the N is nothing but the multiplication of P and Q. P and Q are nothing but the two primary numbers which they are in relation with it. They are called as a uh, relatively prime. Here is the E part is a public key which is 23 and we got the input into the terms of the text message. This message is going to be encrypted using this and then we get the in the hex code this output as it is as a cipher text. Now this input and then output we got it. So this is the way you can demonstrate or I can demonstrate you this tool. Now let me take you to this next uh, facility which is available inside this crypt tool. That is important one is called as a create a new workspace with the graphical editor or called as a workspace with graphical editor. Now this is very good facility which is available inside this. This is a workspace where you can use. Now this workspace makes you compete or make you create your own cryptographic algorithms. You can design your algorithms and you can demonstrate or you can test the algorithm. That is possible. On the one side we have these different cipher modules. They are, you can just drag and drop these cipher modules and you can use those. So I am right now designing this Caesar cipher. So Caesar is the cipher which is available. I just typed the Caesar, so I'm getting this. Now I'm taking this component, I'm just picking it and put it in this workspace. I can make it bigger, just select it. It will show this all boxes on the side. You just drag it, it will give the all detail inside it. Okay. So this is the way you can move it also across. Okay. So now what it says that on one side it has got this input. It is saying that string input, text input it has, and then it wants that external alphabet input, or we can say the shift value is integer which is required. So but we can just this integer value we can give it to the other way also. So I'm taking the input to this, and on the other side, it is in the text output is we can get. In a Caesar file, we just use the input into the of the text. So I need to just type that. Let me check whether there is a text box is there. So text. So it is there. So I'm choosing this text as the input I want it. So I'm just taking this box here, and as I drag and drop, I'm just a little bit making more bigger one. Now I'm going to connect it. I have to connect with this text input. Now here I need to get the output. So I want output as a text. Now it is guiding me whether I should give for text output or a gate or it contains or some other value visualization you want. But I want the text output. So this way I had designed my cipher, and I can play this cipher, or I can play with this cipher now. Now where I say the key size is 3, and then I have just to type this. The input is this hello, once again WRND logo. Now to play this cipher, I need to just click on this play. It will play it and it will give the output. I can continue to write here also, and then also we can get the output. Now this output we are getting in on the basis of this what settings we have done it. So this settings where we say that there is a encryption is there, and then we say the key size is 3, we have mentioned it. This key size also we can change, but for that purpose we need to stop this and then we need to change it. So we have to go for here, and then we say this encryption or decryption, and then what is the key size. If I say the key size is 10, so now that is done. Okay. Now if I play with this, so here I got the outcome as this. So this way we can get the change, and we can do these changes, and we can create a new cipher and we can demonstrate this is possible. And I'm stopping this. So this way we can use a click tool for doing the uh, use of this graphical editor to develop new scissors and ciphers and then demonstrate. Now I'm taking once again to the dashboard where I'm going to demonstrate with to you with the first one. Um, take you to this. I'll just close it all. I want to save this project, so I'm going for it, and then I found this script tool dashboard. So these are the two component which I demonstrated. Component which I demonstrated that this is a start center. Then we have this called as a wizard. Then we have shown with the workspace. Now finally we are coming toward this templates. So people who wants to work with the ready-made, already predefined um, templates which we are created by this crypto people or a community. Right now this shows that there are 236 there are templates which these people have generated, these communities. So I'm demonstrating this all three ciphers which we have tried to learn it, called a Caesar cipher. So I'm just searching for it. So I found that there is a component or there is a template for this Caesar cipher is there. I can just double click it and execute the Caesar cipher. Now this is what the full Caesar cipher is there. I can make it bigger or smaller using this minimizer or maximizer. So let me take you to smaller one so that we can able to see it. But this is the way we can. Now we can, as I said, we can choose this input data and then say once again, try to play it. It will give the outcome. So this way you can demonstrate, you can work on this tool in live also you can able to do it. Now this is for the first cipher that called a Caesar cipher. The way it is, here we have given the input, and this is the Caesar component where we have given the input. There is Caesar cipher in neither the encryption algorithm is there. The logic behind that Caesar cipher, and then this is the outcome. Now move to the next wizard or next uh, component, next template which I am trying to show it to you. It's called as a DES. So we have the DES with different modes, but we want DES cipher it is. So you can just take double click it. So it will show you the DES cipher it is. Now it is quite bigger, so I'll just try to make it smaller one. Let me try to fit it also. So where we have. Now this is the same text what they have, so I'm just putting once again the hello world, and this is what our key is. 56-bit key is there, input is there. Input is coming in the forms of text input format, and then we are getting the output ASCII. This has given to this block where called as a DES, where this block is a DES block where all the encryption is happening, and ECB type of which we have said it. Okay, and finally we are getting this key decoding, as we said that there are every step or for every step or every round the keys are generated. These keys are generated based on this, and then every round key is going to be giving to this input, and then finally we are getting the output in the cipher text box. Let me play this also so that you can able to figure out. You can see this cipher text. You can find out, right? You can there is a mention of this also there below that the messages are there. So this messages, this is hexadecimal what it has said with. That's why it is. Otherwise, if you can say it is, we want first we have to stop this and then we have to modify it. So if I say this presentation text, it is text one, and then you can try to play it. So it will show you the outcome into the text. This way you can um, convert this. You can play with. Now let me show you the third option or third cipher which we are trying to demonstrate you. The third one is the RSA. So we have this uh, we'll try to work with this RSA cipher. There are three components of, just double click it to show this RSA how does it works. So this is also quite complex, which we have tried to make a smaller one. Just move it so that you can accommodate it properly. So this is what we got it. I have this input text. Then there is a key generation components are there, through which I got the key generation component is there. This is the encryption box from where I got this out string encoding output. That encoded string I'm putting in, because in case of this RSA, we assign the one for A, two for B, like this encoding we do it, and that subsequently outcome we are getting in through this ciphertext form. And this is the block where we see this decryption one, where we get the decryption. So let me play this component. So it will show that there is a execution which is there. The calculation finished in the 1 second. That kind of the messages also happens. Means if we try to go for the crypto analysis, also you can able to figure out how much this uh, time it will take to break this algorithm also. And we got this after the string encoding. This we got the outcome with this. Where similarly there is this output, what you are seeing, it is nothing but output of the RSA decryption. So decryption we can say it is here. This is our input. This is our RSA encryption one. After encryption, we are able to get the cipher text. This is one, and then finally we are getting this decryption mechanism, which is the reverse of this encryption to this. So this way, I stop this demonstrating this different tools, which are different things. That once again, I am taking you to this main dashboard, where I'm going to show you the some other few parameters or few functions which are remain not been seen by you. So as I said that the help is available here. You can just click on the help is also divided into the 4-1, where it is on the components, all the components which are nothing but all ciphers what you are trying to understand, learn, they are available here. Then all this about the templates, there is a 236 templates they are. So far they are using it, those all are that mentioned here. So as I said, these are 236 they are matching here. You can Caesar and all that you can go for it. Then there is about the editors available are there. So this you can go for it. Crypto store you can go for that. You can cloud manager you can go for. You can wizard, you can workspace you can go for. And there are common. It is about the books which are available on this crypto they are. Now this is about the settings you can do. As we said that this crypto is uh, tool from the community, and this community has developed the tool for this many language. You want to go for this English, or you can go for the German, or you can go for Russian, but we are demonstrating in the English, so we are taking the English it is. Now updates, everybody knows about that. Whatever the new versions comes in, those updates are going to become here. Then we are coming to the script tool store, where there are different resources they are right now building with the community, and these resources are like API components, where we can drag and drop, or we can take this component for implementation, or inside the implementation of the other parties, and then they can download it, and then they can start utilizing also. If I say this one, just download it, it will show me this what I want to do it. I want to just install it. It will say that it will go for yes and all that. Otherwise, you can uninstall, you can update all that. I'm not going to do it this year, but this is possible with crypto. Yeah. Finally, coming with this last option called as a crypt cloud, where crypt cloud is the actually the these are login and password, where we are not having the authorized logins and passwords, so you can use this. Anonymous is the login and password, as it is mentioned here that to log in without registration you can go for anonymous. So anonymous, we are trying to go for it, we are connecting it. So it is for the community based. If you want to do some projects and we want to use their resources for computing your doing some competitions, it is possible to go for it also. So you can select, you can go for it. It is a cloud based, it is a crypto cloud, it is cloud where it goes for it. You can put your processes to execute your jobs too, and you can use the computational power of the other resources also. So I'm not doing anything, I'm just closing it and staying with this. So this way I would like to just end with this tool, that this script tool is a very good tool which you can use for learning these cryptographic algorithms, and play for various other algorithms, not only just cryptographic algorithms, but other algorithms like steganography, like protocols. You can generate the different codes which are available. So if I just like to show it to you, there's hash functions you can generate, there is a mathematics, there is a codes, you can generate the QR codes also, you can go for steganography and all that. And for helps, you can go for the YouTube videos also. Thank you so much for watching this.